Hi, I'm Ron Anderson with Sandbox, and we're doing the Smile with Sandbox series. I have Ryan with us today. Ryan, maybe tell us a bit about yourself, your organization, and where you guys were at the tail end of 2019.
Hey Rod, thanks for having me here today. It's an absolute pleasure here from the comfort of our own homes to connect and get a little bit of much needed face time that I think we've all been craving throughout the COVID situation that we've been faced with. Certainly, for myself, I am the president of Boom Construction, and we are an oil field services provider, specifically working on mechanical and civil construction services as it relates to the energy sector here in Western Canada. Um, I think it goes without saying that it's really been a challenging and tumultuous time for us here over the course of the last 5 months of 2020 here, and certainly dating back to 2019. And I remember quite vividly as the year was wrapping up, just how really truly excited I was to embark upon a new decade, and had seen the transformation of our business really since 2017, as we had restructured the organization to better service our customers and really meet the needs and the expectations of the tier one clients that we did work for. And over the course of 2019, we actually added two brand new service locations to our portfolio, adding an office in Grand Prairie, Alberta, and one in Leslieville as well. On top of that, we actually built a brand new facility in Crossfield, which is where our legacy office had been located as well. So there was a tremendous amount of investment from the company placed into the business in preparation for what was anticipated to be an exceptional year for us in 2020, just with the increase in customers that we had, as well as really the increase in executional capacity that we had made over the course of the last 24 months. And so, I'll never forget taking some much needed time off over the Christmas season with my family, and the conversations that were had around the dinner table, just around really what laid for us on the other side of the year, coming back to the office in January in 2020, and the great things that we really felt we were going to be able to achieve as an organization. And it was definitely did not take the shape and the form that we had anticipated, but everything since that point has been about adjusting and transforming our philosophy and really our strategy as we finish out the remainder of 2020 here.
Tell us a bit, Ryan, when you got into kind of that Feb, March, April period. What did you guys face, and what did it feel like to be in your seat?
Before I start, Rod, I think it's important to preface this a little bit, and I don't want to downplay the situation that any business has faced, certainly worldwide here, because small business, big business, medium business, it doesn't really matter. Everybody has been affected equally across the board. But certainly for us in Western Canada, specifically in the energy sector here, I know that it's been coined on a couple of occasions, and you may have heard it already, but it's been referred to as a double black swan event. And for us, we, had a lot of the news reports coming out since the beginning of the year about COVID affecting China and just the shutdowns that took place there. And as it quickly moved across the globe before getting to a place of starting to affect North America here in March, that was really paired with what was at the time was a OPEC price battle as it related to the oil sector, where Saudi Arabia and Russia were battling it out for supremacy and flooding the market with rock bottom prices as it relates to their product. And as that, I guess, transformed and really started to take form, what happened is it drove the prices in Western Canada here to a place in which none of the producers in our market space were able to be profitable whatsoever, and ultimately at its peak reached negative oil prices here early in the month of April. And so it really sent shockwaves through our industry. What we felt right off the get-go was a little bit of a delayed reaction for businesses shutting down here in the province of Alberta. It all really happened quite quickly for us, and I think we were one of the leaders as far as sending our people home to work from home in a safe fashion here, partway through the month of March. And shortly thereafter, within 10 days, pretty much all of our customers had shut down their operations. And what we felt was roughly a 7 to 10 day transition period where companies were scrambling, trying to figure out how that communication was going to maintain with its employees as they moved from an office setting to a remote setting, getting the IT resources set up accordingly. And during that time as well, there was a number of companies that were releasing not very positive news as it relates to their CapEx program for 2020. A number of significant projects were shelved, canceled, deferred until 2021 here. A number of companies had significant layoffs as it relates to a lot of their core resources. A lot of restructuring in the organizations, removing some business units that for us specifically as a company, we had done a lot of work with previously. And it was quite scary. And I mean, I can only speak for us as a company, but those last couple of months or couple of weeks of March, and first couple of weeks of April, oftentimes, I laid awake at night and talked to the colleagues and wondered where Boom was going to be, what the future looked like for us as an organization, and if there was opportunities for us in the energy sector here in years to come, because it's certainly been challenging. It's been stressful. It's been emotional having to part ways with a lot of our friends and colleagues that have been a part of this great growth journey for us. And same on the other side of the coin with our customers, right? You build and develop these exceptional relationships with clients on the other end, and to have to say goodbye to those because they've unfortunately lost their jobs too. It's tough. But you know what? This is Alberta. This is for myself specifically. This is Calgary, and I consider it to be the land of opportunity. And I really still have tremendous belief in really what the energy sector can provide for us. I think we're starting to see a lot of positivity around people returning to work, projects coming back on stream. Have had conversations with customers over the last few weeks here on projects that we were notified that had been postponed, canceled, or deferred, are now actually coming back online and will be executed throughout the course of 2020 here. So, as you would know, it's so much can be said about momentum, right? And once that snowball starts to gain momentum coming down the hill and getting bigger and bigger, it makes it very hard to stop. And whether it's coming for you in a negative way or coming for you in a positive way, it's going to do what it wants regardless. And you just have to make sure that you're prepared to make sure that you can be safe and sustainable. And if you time it right, you can catch a ride, and it can be quite exciting.
Great. Tell us, Ryan, does it feel to you like we're coming out the other side a little bit? And second part of that would be, have you guys changed as an organization as Boom? What have you implemented that you think is going to be very powerful for you guys coming out the other side of this?
That's a good question, Rod. And I'm going to start with the second part of that because, for myself and certainly for Boom here, it's been something that we've been working on since the onset of 2020 here. And it's a phrase that I heard towards the tail end of 2019 and really was able to attach myself to it and since communicate that throughout the organization of Boom here. But it's really pertinent for, I guess, the relationship growth and the current situation that we find ourselves in. But the phrase is, for me, is collaborative construction. And by collaborative construction, it's 100% about, developing and establishing those transparent, open, honest, forthcoming relationships with our customers, where they no longer view us as an us and a them. It's truly a unified group and organization that is embarking on a journey to better service, excel, execute the projects that we're doing. And you talk about the hero's journey at the start of the call here. It's about making our customers look great. It's about making our customers excel in the roles that they're doing in their organization. And it's about really helping them to understand the value proposition that comes with working with Boom Construction. And I say it in our town halls all the time, and every chance I get with our team. It's 100% the success that we have is about our people. It's about our people on the front lines. It's about our peoples that are managing the projects. It's about each and every interaction that anybody within Boom has the opportunity to participate in with all of our customers, to make sure that it's consistent, to make sure that it's warming and welcoming, to make sure that the clients leave feeling like, Boom is truly a world-class organization that we are very fortunate and very pleased to have an opportunity to work with. So how has that affected us and set us up for coming out on the other side here? I think I had mentioned previously the fairly deep and significant layoffs that unfortunately we had to make in the month of March here. But the team that remains is 100% unified and truly embracing the mindset of collaborative construction here, and really we've started to see that a lot of those fruits of the labor, specifically over the course of the last 3 months that our employees have had, just making those additional contacts to our customers, reaching out to see how they're doing on a personal level, making sure that we're doing the mental health checks, making sure that we can remain some resemblance of positivity in a really dark time for ourselves and our industry here. And so now that a lot of the companies are returned to work, looking at spending money again, we're getting a lot of those great phone calls that we love to have, where the clients are looking to engage with us again. They're looking to understand how we can structure and better set up our processes together so that we can really excel and exceed through the balance of 2020 and beyond here. For us, we're very fortunate to have the clients that we do have. We've got some pretty fantastic projections around what we think we're going to be able to accomplish throughout the balance of 2020 here. I'm personally extremely excited for the balance of the year and beyond. And I think I would not be overstating it at all if I said that I was not more invigorated, more excited, more courageous at this current point in 2020 than I ever have been in the business. Because it's the trials and tribulations. It's not about getting knocked down. It's about getting back up and continuing to try and forge ahead. So, I'm looking forward to the forging piece here and dusting myself and ourself off as a company here and getting back on the horse.
Thank you so much, Ryan. I know I'm cheering for you guys, and we'll let you get on with your day here. And thanks again.
Thanks, Rob. Enjoy your day, and we'll catch up again soon.